think of doctors in this virus situation? We all know what is happening with the virus, which is all over the world. This pandemic affects the doctors who spend many hours of their day in hospital risking their life for others. If we want to help the doctors, and of course the family of each of them, we must take care of ourselves, either with mask or washing our hands, respecting the distance between people so that infected people stop entering hospitals. And these doctors do not risk their lives, nor that of families. This issue is super important and you have to act with caution. Why? From my personal experience, I have visited a hospital where there were many infected patients, obviously with all the protections and personnel. It made me sad to see people feeling so bad, many in intensive care. Relatives were desperate to be allowed to see them. Others taking the test to see if they had the virus, and behind all that, were the doctors doing their best to return safely to their family. But one of the things that also worries me the most is my uncle Eduardo, a doctor at the hospital I visit, who himself told me that the situation is out of control. This is world issues is very dangerous, that more people come every day infected, and that he continues to go to help as much as he can, always risking his life and that of his family to help. That is what a doctor does. And it made me sad to see him a little separate from his family in order not infecting them, or every going to a place where he do not know if that day the virus will catch him. But he does it for the people, and so that is his end son. People are desperate for what is happening, and very few think about of doctors and experience it. Doctors run serious risk working in hospitals every day, despite the situation of each hospitals, whether private or public. We know that it is not easy to control the virus. The virus that originated in China and spread all over the world. So you can have to be concerned and support the heroes who are at the front fighting the virus, helping thousands of people to recover. Considering what is happening now, public hospitals have many disadvantages since they do not have enough materials. For example, in a public hospital in Buenos Aires, many doctors were infected because they didn't have masks to cover their mouth with. Private hospitals have more advanced since they have more materials and are in a better economic situation. But we have to in mind that one of both sides, this virus is affecting lives. Since they lose space in hospitals, and both of doctors or parents are under risk of becoming infected. We must all begin to take care of ourselves more, since there are people who do not take care of themselves as they should. They go without a mask, they do not respect the distance between people, not only for ourselves, for our loved ones, and for the doctors who are fighting every day to make this madness pandemic end. When making direct contact with another person, we run the risk of getting sick. If your infection gets serious and you have to be assisted at the hospital, a doctor must treat you. Then he runs more risk than he was already running, and we are also putting doctors' family at risk. So we must take care of ourselves, not only ourselves, but for everyone. I'm saying this and I'm not making it up. I'm saying it because I have my uncle in the hospital who tells me about day to day, and he tells me then you get sick. You not only affect yourself, but also all the people around you. Seeing what is happening makes me feel sadness and helplessness in not being able to do anything. So I ask myself, is there something we can do to help? The answer is yes. I want to make people aware that if we all take care of ourselves and continue with the necessary precautions for the good of all of us. And for the doctors who are the ones who are risking every day, this will end. There are many people who do not take care of himself because they believe that it cannot happen to them. But the reality is that it can happen to anyone. And if you don't do anything for yourself, do it for others. Thank you.